Hello, what's going on, everybody? Another episode of Nickel and Dimes coming right at you. Of course, I'm Caleb, here with Harry. Y'all know what it is. Another weekend of great football, great sports in general. Really starting to pick up here, partner.
Yeah, definitely. Great week of football. Starting on Thursday night, big
Yeah.
shootout in Baltimore. Also, huge win for the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking down Ass State. Great win for the boys.
Those no good Mountaineers. Shots up.
Always.
Of course.
Kind of an ass whooping.
Yeah.
Black Swarm did their job.
Could have been worse. Were you surprised that Vasco started? I was very surprised Vasco
Me
started.
too. I was a little shocked. He looked good.
Yeah.
He looked wicked sharp. Also, the run game. Bennett was running all over them. But yeah, that's not what you're listening for.
Nah.
But it's always good to talk about Coastal.
Yeah, real quick. One
Yep.
thing about that, I think that game saved his job. I think he bought himself another year.
You get the place fired up too.
Yeah.
Chugging the beer for the game.
Yeah, the Sports Center. That was
fun.
I saw you there.
Yep,
That
both
was
there.
great. That was fun. Just the freaking the football toss.
Yeah,
That was like impossible. There's no
way too small.
There's no way.
I would have done it obviously, but they didn't
Of course.
They didn't give me the chance.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, it was.
All those years watching Tom Brady. I'm pretty sure he did.
I think the field goal one, the McAfee one, is hard. But if you know how to kick a ball, it's very doable.
Doable.
I
We've
just think
seen
it's.
people do it too.
I remember when we play youth football, it'd be like one practice beginning of the year where they have everyone try to kick. See the kickers. I never even tried.
Yeah.
I would always be the ones catching the ball at the end of the thing, like
Yeah.
throwing it back to him because that was never my game.
Right.
But what if it was? Maybe I'll get out to the field, practice it when I get home, start practicing my kicks again.
Yeah, dude. Walk on.
Maybe, who knows? Change the narrative. But yeah, but I was at the Coastal game, and I
Yes.
kept checking the score of the NFL game because I have Jamar Chase in fantasy,
Right.
and I was very happy every time I checked it, as Jamar Chase had over 250 yards, I believe.
Yeah, he had 264 yards receiving off 11 receptions, 3 touchdowns, a complete game.
In a loss.
Yeah.
Nuts. That was probably, might be the game of the year in the NFL thus far.
Well, just think about how it went. Bengals jumped out 21-7. Baltimore's offense was dead, and then all of a sudden, Baltimore comes screaming back, and now it turns into a game. And then I believe both teams just end up trading touchdowns.
Yeah.
Until the last one, where 2 missed calls, 2 missed penalties.
Yeah.
We got the missed holding call down there on the goal line, and then Joe Burrow getting punched in his face mask as he's throwing the ball. I mean, that's
You can't even look at Mahomes.
exactly. Mahomes is actually asking the refs to let him know.
Yeah,
what
if they're
defenders are
near,
doing.
let me know.
Yeah.
But this Cincy team reminds me a lot of the Matt Ryan Falcons team. You got a great quarterback, you have a superstar receiver, and you're still losing games because the defense is
Sucks.
just god awful.
That's so bad.
And obviously, like Baltimore's offense is great. Like Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, like those are 2 of the best players in the whole league.
MVP Lamar Jackson.
But you got to lead, and you got an elite offense of yourself. Like even without T Higgins, you're still going up and down the field scoring without problem. They couldn't put 10 guys on Chase. They weren't stopping him, and they still lose because they just couldn't get the stops. Third downs kill them. They just like Derrick Henry rushed for under 70 yards. It was all in the air, and like Lamar wasn't doing anything crazy on the ground.
No.
So yeah, very disappointing loss of your Cincy. But still, I'm still gonna say I'm not selling my stock in them because it's there.
Dude, they're 4-6, bro. We can pull up the standings.
If you pull up the standing, it's worked out very well.
I'll pull up the standings after I'm done reading the stat.
Yep.
Little crazy stat for you. Tylen Wallace, Ravens leading receiver from that game.
Wow.
3 catches for 115 yards.
Did he pop a big one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did. It was
Yeah.
the one down the sideline that actually got the Ravens back into the game.
It did.
Yeah. Also, quick little sidetrack. T. Higgins, not really helping you out. Not playing. I don't know how serious the injury is, but not playing is not helping you out right now because the Bengals are. It's kind of looking like they can do it without you. You know.
Yeah. And sorry. Continue.
No, that was basically it. I mean, the Bengals are being able to. Their offense is very efficient even without him. They're very electric, and Joe Burrow's still throwing for it. Joe Burrow's having a great season.
Statistically, an unbelievable season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just their defense, like you were saying,
Yeah.
sucks.
Awful.
Can't stop anybody. And if you're Cincinnati, you gotta be kicking yourself because you're wondering. You gotta be wondering. You have to be wondering, where would we be if we had a defense?
Yeah, you keep Jesse Bates. Don't let him go.
Yeah.
That's a big
Even
loss.
yeah, exactly. I mean, we thought. I believe. I want to say either Daxton Hill or DJ Turner got hurt.
Yeah, DJ Turner's out for the year.
Yeah. So that doesn't help. I think Daxton Hill may have also got hurt.
I think he is also injured.
Yeah. So I mean, losing those 2 guys aren't great either. But outside of Trey Henderson, what pass rush do they have? Logan Wilson, Jermaine Pratt. I think they're still good linebackers.
Yeah.
I just don't. I think the thing with Cincy is I feel like they just have no. They don't have a pass rush, and their secondary is just really injured right now.
Yeah, they're dust.
So they don't have a lot of depth in the secondary, and it's
Catching up to him.
yeah, exactly.
Well, my thing about T. Higgins, though, is Jamar Chase is also playing without a contract.
Yeah,
And Jamar Chase's contract is going to be
that is
huge.
a great point.
It's like, yeah,
that
he's
is a
going out there.
great
He's
point.
not guaranteed much after this year, I believe.
And they're gonna have to give him a fat.
Yeah, he's going to break every record. Because right now he's leading
I mean,
the league in
deservingly so.
every receiving statistic. Catches,
Deservingly so.
yards, touchdowns. And you got T. Higgins out there, like, will he play, won't he play? Maybe he is really hurt. I'm not sure we believe that.
Either way, it's not helping.
And the thing is, T. Higgins is always hurt. So I don't know, like,
It's true.
someone will pay him. Hopefully the
Pats.
Patriots pay him.
Yeah,
I think that'd
the
be wicked
Pats.
sweet.
I think the Pats are gonna pay him.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the Chargers put some money on him.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're the Bengals. It's like, I don't think they're done yet. Because if you look in the standings, there's
Oh, yeah.
3 teams for the 7th spot. And it's the Broncos and the Colts they're competing with. They're better than both those teams. I think
Yeah,
so.
Harry. But what about the division though? Because I mean, the Broncos. They've been able to. I think they beat LA once already. If you could, I'm not sure if you can pull that up, but I think they beat LA. Once
LA
already.
beat them.
Twice.
I know they beat them once, but Cincy doesn't have to play Baltimore anymore.
Oh, that is true. They already played twice. They still got to play Pittsburgh twice, right?
They got to play them twice.
And then Cleveland should be 2 easy wins.
All right, well, here they got the Chargers this week. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Then they go Steelers. That's a toss-up.
Yes.
Maybe the Steelers. Then they got the Cowboys,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Then they got the Titans.
Two
Then they got the Browns.
3 buys.
Then they got the Broncos.
All
You
right,
see
so-
how they can easily string it together?
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. I see your point, but we just said it. We were talking about the Chargers. I said, "Dang, Harry, Chargers are 6-3 right now. They win soundly, and I don't think they're gonna let Cincy. I don't know. I don't want to say I don't think they're gonna let Cincy go up and down the field because you can never really tell. But Chargers, I mean, I see you got their schedule put up right
This
now.
is the Titans. I don't know why I pulled that up.
I mean,
let's pull up the Colts one.
the Colts schedule.
Yeah.
I don't think the Colts are gonna be in the running for it at all.
Well, that's the 3 teams.
So I think it's just gonna come down. I think this game Sunday night is probably gonna determine who ends up getting that.
It's not the Chargers. The Chargers at 6. It's the Broncos, Colts, and Bengals.
Oh, it's the Broncos.
Yeah, the Chargers are.
Okay.
In that
Okay.
scenario, the Chargers are
All
already in.
Oh,
That's why I think the Bengals will be all right.
All right, I see. Okay, I get your point more now.
Because if you look at the Colts, like
I
they
want
got,
to Let's see the Broncos.
I'm gonna ask you this: who do you trust more in situations, Joe Burrow,
Joe Burrow.
Are
Are you gonna ask me?
Bo
Joe?
Nix,
Yeah.
or
exactly.
the combination of Flacco Richardson?
And the Broncos play the Falcons this week too.
Yeah, the
So-
Colts got the Jets. Jets by no means are some powerhouse, but like, I think the Jets can beat them. And then they got the Lions.
Well, Broncos go Falcons, Raiders, Browns, Colts, Chargers, Bengals, Chiefs. And the Chargers, depending on how they play against Cincinnati,
Yeah.
that might end up being a must-win type of.
For Denver,
that
yeah.
bottom half of their schedule, those last 3 games are going to be must-win anyways for the Chargers because they're going to be fighting for a playoff push. So it's going to be rough for Denver. I mean, they might get that last game against the Chiefs because the Chiefs might be on a bye.
The Colts, I think, have the easiest road.
They suck.
They go Jets, Lions. Those are pretty tough, right?
Yeah.
Not that the Jets are impossible, but then they get an easy slate. And I hate to use the word easy. I really do. They got the Patriots. Who, if the Patriots play the way they did last week, they could beat the Colts.
Yeah.
But then they got the Broncos. That's the big game.
Whoa.
That's a massive game for both those teams.
I think they could beat the Broncos.
But then they got an easy last 3. They got the Titans, Giants, Jaguars. That's not a crazy stretch at all.
Yeah, but is Anthony Richardson's not starting for them right now?
No, they're saying it's going to be still Flacco.
Yeah.
See, I think Cincy could easily sneak their way into the 7, and that sucks for whoever's the 2.
Yeah.
If you're the 2 seed, probably gonna be, I don't know, maybe
Probably end up being
Baltimore.
No, I don't think it would be Baltimore.
Why not?
Yeah, actually, Baltimore probably. Either Baltimore or Buffalo because they have the same record right now.
Really?
Yeah, they're both
Okay.
8-2. Well, it's good. You think Buffalo beats Kansas City this week?
No.
No.
I think Kansas City's gonna go undefeated, the most like gimmicky.
You think they're gonna go 17-0?
Yeah, it's gonna be so bullshit because I don't think they're 17-0 caliber
No,
team.
they're not. I don't think they're gonna go 17-0. I think at home. You think
I saw
Josh
them.
Allen can beat them in the playoffs? I mean, can beat them in the regular.
I've
season.
saw them lose last week. I saw them lose, and yet they still win. They don't win. They don't do anything good. The defense plays all right. They almost got Bo Nix. No offense to him. He's pretty solid player, but
He is
like
a solid player.
I don't know. It's like this Cincy team, not Cincy, this Kansas City team, week in and week out finds a new frickin' BS to win these games. It's like it started in Cincy, then PI called, then it goes to Atlanta, the no PI call. It's like, all right, we're flip flopping around. You get the Raiders. All right, we're gonna intercept you late in the game. All right, we're gonna get stuffed 4 straight times in the goal line. Just teams can't beat Kansas City. I don't know what it is. It's devil magic.
Baltimore's actually 7-3. If I'm mistaken. So Buffalo's game up on them.
But the thing is, they played head to head, so all they have to do is Baltimore. Like they've done with Cincy, even though they went 2-0 against them. They got Pittsburgh twice. My beloved roommate Owen, who's a diehard Steelers fan, is like, "Oh yeah, we own the Ravens." I'm like, you own Tyler Huntley.
Yeah.
Like you played them
I
5.
don't think the Steelers would get swept though. I think they still win games.
Yeah, my thing is, I've been told how like the Steelers just own Baltimore.
Yeah.
They don't own Lamar
They
Jackson.
always split it though. They don't.
Yeah,
own
because
it.
Lamar doesn't play both
Yeah,
the games.
yeah.
Last year they didn't split because it was week 17 and they had the 1 seed clinched. So they played against me, you, and Snoop Huntley. Like that's literally what it was.
Yeah, I don't know. Not selling your Cincy stock. I get that. You know, you're kind of making me buy in a little bit.
The path's there.
Yeah, it looks really doable for them. They just really just need what, maybe 2 stops from their defensive quarter.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, if their defense could have just stepped up a little bit in a few big moments, they could be like 7-3.
Yeah.
Something like that. Just like little things like they couldn't get a stop against Washington. Joe Burrow, that game was another game. He was frying for like 400 yards. They couldn't get stopped, and they just couldn't get the ball because their defense could do it. Not only was the defense not getting stops, they would give up like 15-play drives, which is the killer.
Exactly. But yeah, I see the path. Definitely game of the year. We'll see what happens in Cincinnati going down the stretch here. Should make for a great finish. I feel like we're gonna have a great finish in store. I don't think we'll get into this a little bit later in the week, but I don't think Kansas City goes undefeated.
I hope for the good of God they don't, but I'm preparing for that they do. I think they do, and then they lose in the playoffs like Baltimore. Hell, maybe Buffalo,
Houston.
maybe even Cincy if they get in. Wouldn't that be funny? They lose.
That would be funny.
It just doesn't stop with those guys.
What if they're like the Patriots, get all the way to the Super Bowl and then lose to like who'd be the Giants equivalent?
It would be like
Jordan Love and the Packers.
yeah, it'd be
maybe.
the Packers
Yeah.
maybe the Vikings.
Yeah.
I think the Packers are a good comp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. That'd be the best thing ever. I would be so happy. Like, because then no one talks about the Tom Brady one anymore. No one talks about the
Wait, no, hold on, time out. Chiefs go undefeated and win the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes would go, right? Because he did what Tom Brady couldn't.
But the thing is, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess he would be. But like, it's kind of like the argument, like LeBron and Jordan never played each other. Mahomes and Brady did, and Brady always kicked his ass.
Right.
But like, if he went 18-0, whatever it is, and wins Super Bowl, like 20-0, how many games it is.
Well,
But like, if you watch 07 tape, which you probably should have because it's the Giants. I don't know if you're saying the Patriots. Tom Brady had 50 touchdowns that year.
Yeah.
It was pretty dope.
yeah.
If
There's a reason why the Giants were heavy underdogs coming into that game.
Yeah.
They had a ridiculous playoff run, not only a playoff run, but regular season.
But what I'm saying is, if you watch Tom Brady tape from 07, you compare it to tape from Mahomes this year, they're not comparable.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was getting at.
But you're saying, oh, he'd be the GOAT. But if you watch football, if you really understand what you're looking at, it's not really close what's going on. Well, I saw Mahomes miss supposedly the greatest ever, Travis Kelce, wide open in the end zone. And I watched one clip from 07. Okay, it's Randy Moss, 70 yards down the field, Brady hitting him on a dime. Sweet. It was dope. It's just the Giants, though, people say the reason Tom Brady was able to be stopped in the playoffs is that a four-man rush could create pressure. That's not a Tom Brady thing. That's any quarterback ever. If you can get pressure with rushing 4, they'll shut anybody up. And that's what the Giants could do with their defensive front. Like, bunch of dogs up there. Like, you got OC, you got Tuck, you got all these guys. And it's like, yeah, obviously.
Strahan.
Exactly. So, like, I don't understand why that's the thing that stops Brady when the same thing happened to Mahomes. No one made any excuses for him. When he lost to Tampa, when he lost to Tom Brady. Right? Like, everyone's like, oh, my God, Pat, we feel so bad for you. He lost by 20. Tom Brady lost by, like, 3 to that Giants team.
Dude, he was literally getting harassed. When the ball would be snapped, there's either Devin White, Vita Vea, J.C. Pierre-Paul, or somebody.
And you could do the same exact thing. You could do the same
his face.
You could do the same thing in 07. Why can't you?
Dude, I don't know.
Why can't you?
I don't know.
You don't, because it's just Brady hating. And I'm a realist. I'm gonna say, yeah, like the Giants, they had the perfect team to beat that Patriots team. There's a reason. I think it was Week 17, the last game of the year. The Giants and Patriots played. The Giants almost beat them then.
Yeah.
It took like an 80-yard
Yeah,
Randy Moss touchdown to beat them.
Yeah, it was in New Jersey.
Yeah. Weird how a team in New York plays New Jersey. We can get to that later. But like, I don't.
Pisses me off too.
It's actually really weird. But I don't know. Just the whole like, Chiefs go undefeated. It's not because there's some juggernauts. Because they're devil magic. It literally is. Like, I've never seen anything like it. Blocked field goals, no penalties. He's asking the refs, please, ref, tell me when they're near. Tell me when they're near. It's like the thing of Michael Jordan talking to the ref. He's like, I got fouled. He goes, oh, did you? He was like, I believe you, Mike. I believe you.
Yeah.
Foul. And like,
Yeah.
crazy. You know what's not crazy? Caleb Williams. That guy sucks.
Not good.
First pick in the draft, I'll take the third pick any day of the week. It's like Fultz and Tatum all over again.
I'll take the second pick every day of
Lonzo Ball, not that great.
the week.
No, yeah, I love Jaden Daniels too, but I'm just laughing because like Chicago's like, we got our guy. He's so elite. He's so great.
Dude, no.
Caleb Williams talking for the year. He goes, oh, we're not gonna punt one bit.
You're not gonna punt much here, buddy. Well,
He's a liar.
Looks
That's
like-
what he is. He's a damn liar. He goes out of his way and tells tall
I
tales.
think if you get sacked 9 times a game, you're punting quite a few times, right,
Yeah.
Gary? Is that
Sounds,
safe to say?
sounds almost like 9 punts.
Yeah, like I mean, it's exactly 9 punts on top of the drives that, because this was a 19-3 ball game.
Yep.
So it wasn't like the Patriots just going up and down the field.
No, it was a defensive battle.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know what it is in Chicago. It's a mixture thing. The Bears also fired their office coordinator today.
Shane Waldron.
Yeah, Shane Waldron. I just, coming in. Let's rewind real quick. Coming into the year, everyone's talking about like how good he looked in training camp,
Mhm.
and then talking about how Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, and like how much the Bears have done for Caleb compared to what they did for Justin.
Yeah.
And all that may be true, but Caleb wasn't necessarily ready for the NFL.
No, yeah, he's not at all.
He, like, just watching him play, it's like I went back and I watched all 9 sacks here because I mean we were talking about what we were gonna talk about today, yesterday.
Yeah.
And I went watched all 9 sacks, and even thinking the Patriots getting 9 sacks, like not to like diss you guys, but like you guys have no like premier pass. You know what I'm saying? Like the Giants getting 9 sacks is like, oh, like I mean that's so crazy, but like Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, you figure they're gonna get home. Like,
Yeah.
they get on one game. You guys have like no premier pass rusher. Like
The best
that.
we got is Keon White, and he's like a B. He's not an A.
Exactly.
Like those
That's what
guys.
like, you understand what I'm trying to say? Like
Yeah,
this, that-
Brendan Schooler got a sack.
Yeah,
Brendan Schooler's a special teamer.
bro. Was he number 24?
41.
41?
White guy,
You're-
flowing white hair.
You're deep, yeah.
Or blonde
Okay,
hair.
that's one of the ones I watched. And then another one I watched was your DB getting a sack too. Like I went back and I watched, and people were talking. I remember people talking about how good or how well Chicago was set up to succeed with Caleb, talking about how they would be like an 8-win team,
Yeah.
9-win team, and I'm like, I didn't think Caleb was the best quarterback coming out of the draft.
Mhm.
I thought it was Jaden Daniels. I thought Caleb. I figured Caleb would have had as good a season as Jaden because of what we saw at USC. What was he doing at USC here?
Screwing around.
Just running around the pocket,
Screwing around.
running
Playing
side by
Pac-12 football. It's different between going up against a Patriots defense, an NFL defense, and the Wazoo defense.
Yeah,
It's a
literally.
huge difference.
Or Oregon State. defense,
Yeah, oh
like-
god, the big bad beavers are chasing you around.
Yeah,
Very
like-
different from like the best player in college football. You can be the best player in the history of your college football program, be the middle of the road NFL player.
Exactly.
It's like same thing in high school. Like, you can be the best player that ever stepped foot in your high school team, and you could be like basically not even make it on a football team in college.
Yeah.
It's just there's such a talent gap every level.
Yeah, and the main thing with Caleb and what I saw in those 9 sacks, I counted 2, maybe 3 that you could blame on the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Just most of the sacks just came from rookie inexperienced quarterback things. Couple times there'd be just wouldn't the protection. He would just wouldn't get the protection going the right way.
Yeah.
Yes, you can say partially that it's on the center, but not really. I mean, the quarterback's really telling where the pressure's supposed to be coming from.
Yeah, supposed to feel it out.
Yeah, not sliding where the pressure's coming, not identifying what's going on in the back end and the secondary. Patriots ended up just playing man for the whole second half because most of those sacks came in the third quarter.
Yeah, it was the second half.
I noticed that most of those sacks came in the second half. So the Patriots just started playing man on the back end and just sending guys. I mean, again, some of that could be on the play calling, because a lot of the Bears receivers are still having routes developed 10 to 15 yards down the field. You would think, my quarterback's struggling identifying the blitz. Maybe I should throw some little quick routes out here.
Yeah.
That's another thing. But, I mean, it's just bad quarterback play from Caleb.
Horrific. And DJ Moore is supposed to be their wide receiver one, right? On paper,
Yeah,
you would think he'd be?
He is their wide receiver one, I would say. And, people have been kind of like giving him crap about his season and like his lack of play out there on the field. But I mean, honestly, it's gotta be frustrating at one point. And he didn't even want Justin Fields to leave either.
Oh, not at all.
He wanted Justin Fields to stay. So I don't know. There's a lot going on in Chicago. You think Sharon Waldron's trending on being kicked out the door? Or you think
Eberflus?
Matt Eberflus is gonna be
Yeah, he'll probably be gone. I mean, you gotta try something new. But back to my DJ Moore point, he got Christian Gonzalez did something for him, locked him up, threw away the key.
Dude, but he was getting open.
No, he wasn't.
He was getting open.
He was not open.
I literally watched it.
Okay, well, after you have to show me at least 15 plays where he's open.
Okay, I'm not gonna say 15.
What,
really
3?
I really just had one in mind.
Get open once, but there's plays I've seen where he's just locked down, he's agitated, he's angry. Gonzalez just giving him the work. Yeah, they should get rid of Eberflus. I don't care what they do. Not my problem. They don't have Drake May. Pats do. And yeah, he had probably the worst interception you'll see. Rookie growing pains. It happens. Other than that, just felt the ass. He's just like special plays. Austin Hooper was our leading receiver. If you gave him the guys that the Bears have, it'd be a different team. He's working out here, getting wins. But Austin Hooper's our leading receiver. Didn't matter. Couldn't stop us. Ramondre basically had an okay day in the game. Nothing crazy. It was just solid football. Good to see Drake May win a game. They won the Jets game, which he started technically, but he didn't finish it. So it was nice to see him like actually lead us all the way through to a win. Yeah, like 2 out of our last 3 games we won, and the other one we lost in overtime. So I'm pretty happy where the Patriots are at. And yeah, the Bears are in hell. Keenan Allen's old, washed, finished. DJ Moore, yeah, you're saying like I thought he got clammed. You're saying that it's Caleb's fault. Either way, not a good equation. Rome doesn't do much. DeAndre Swift doesn't do much.
Oh, I think. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and then I think the mix of Caleb not being able to identify what the defense is in, like, just like I'm getting frustrated for the receivers because literally one play, you come to the line of scrimmage here, you see one high safety. What is that indicator of? You're likely gonna get, especially with the corners pressed, you're likely gonna get man coverage, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And that's the indicator of
Play
man.
cover one.
Yeah, so if we know that, Caleb, you gotta know that. Like, there's no way you don't know that. And so the Bears came out, trips to the field, had one-on-one on the backside with or one-on-one to the boundary with Roman Dinze going against whatever corners out there. And Patriots played man. They showed man. It was man all the way. And Caleb just stared down Keenan Allen on the field side. Didn't even look at Roman Dinze running a curl route, which he actually won. And Caleb didn't even turn his head over there. You know what happened?
What?
He got sacked.
Always does.
Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just a me thing, but when this is gonna sound crazy, but when I'm playing the game, when I'm playing NCAA, I got trips to the field, or just trips on one side, and my one receiver alone, and it's a man, and it's just him in that corner. I'm throwing it no matter what, especially if it's a curl route. I'm throwing it before he breaks, so that
there should be separation.
Exactly. Like, that's just common sense. That's common knowledge. That's common sense. I get you can get into the game and like adrenaline stuff like that's going, but like that's stuff you gotta know as a quarterback in the NFL.
100%.
And it just looks like he's just not ready for the moment right now, and it sucks because compared to Drake May and Jaden Daniels, they look better than him right now.
Even Bo Nix looks better than him.
Yeah, I even mentioned Bo Nix. Bo Nix looks better than him too. So I don't know. They better. Hopefully, whoever they bring in can help Caleb and actually coach him, because that could be another thing too. These other quarterbacks could be getting better coaching, are getting better coaching.
I highly doubt Drake May.
Yeah, except for Drake May. But everybody else is getting better coaching. Because think about it. Bo Nix, Sean Payton. Dane Daniels, Cliff Kingsbury.
Yep.
I mean, those are really 2 out of the 4 that are starting right now.
Yeah, like Van Pelt from the Patriots does nothing. He's the worst coordinator in the league. I want him gone.
And then
now.
I mean, Bears coordinator just got fired too. So
Yeah.
maybe coaching will help. I mean, Harry said you think about they got to go for Ben Johnson.
Yeah, I think
Have
that's
to.
someone big.
Someone.
Someone like that.
Maybe Houston's OC.
Yeah, and you could Bobby Slowick.
Yeah.
Another thing you could try to do, it won't work, I don't think, is you try to call up Washington and bring in Cliff Kingsbury. Not as a head coach.
As an OC.
Yeah, you get like a Vrabel or someone to be your head coach.
He would do the same job. I feel like. Yeah, you think Kingsbury's gonna be? I think he might get a couple of head coaching jobs from college.
From college, maybe. My thing is, like, we've seen it before, Eric Bieniemy leaving the Chiefs to be the offensive coordinator in Washington. A lateral move, but it's not lateral when you think of the pay. If you're the Bears, you open up the pocket,
Yeah.
give him a ton of money like QBR.
Dude, Airbnb fell off, dude.
I think he's like an assistant right now in UCLA.
He's an office coordinator at UCLA. Right?
Yeah. Bozo.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not looking good for Caleb and the Bears right now, and hopefully whoever they bring in next will help him get better. But just, again, this is kind of what Tom Brady was talking about. You know,
Yep.
You gotta be patient with these guys and just let them learn and get better. Because not everybody's gonna be Jaden Daniels or C.J. Stroud.
Nope. Those are outliers.
Exactly.
I'm moving on to more awful quarterback play on this dreary day. Jared Goff, 5 interceptions in a win. Not sure how that happens. I mean, that's what happens when you have a great team, I guess.
Yeah, literally.
And then disappointment in Houston. C.J. Stroud also played terrible. Only 2 interceptions, but they were pretty bad.
Bad. 2 really bad
They were
interceptions
bad
at pivotal times, too.
It blew a huge lead. I think it was, what, 17
They were
points?
It's 20? It was 23-7 at halftime.
Yeah, just bad football for Houston. Disappointing. You're going to want more for your D'Amico Ryans, just screaming at everyone, telling people they're not good enough. This is coming off a loss to the Jets.
Yeah, and, D'Amico, I feel like he doesn't really get on his guys like that. He feels, whenever I see him on the sideline, it's like never really losing his cool.
He should.
He should. Yeah, exactly. He should, especially CJ. I feel like that's a game where you go to him, you say, like, or after the game, where, like, you just got to give it to him straight.
I mean, after 1 year, why are you going around China touring the world with Micah Parsons? We got work to do. It's like he's already been knighted as the Superman, next guy up. And this year, I haven't seen it.
No.
And yeah, he's been screwed with Nico getting hurt and Stephon Diggs being out. But last year, he did it like he was much better last year.
He looks. You compare the film from last year to this year. It looks like 2 different players.
It's a true sophomore slump, I guess.
Yeah, like it looks like that's his play last year is what you would expect for this year.
Yeah, flip flop it.
Yeah, literally. But I mean, the 2 picks that he threw here were just horrible interceptions. I mean, he's literally lofting one. Like he had it was a beautiful play call, beautiful play design.
Yeah.
Play action rollout. You got a deep corner route and like a little out route underneath that, and it works out perfectly. All CJ had to do was lead the receiver to the back corner of the end zone, not even to the sideline, and it's a touchdown. But he lost in the air. Corner catches up, or the safety catches up to it and just picks it off. It's literally like
a punt.
Yeah, literally just came down waiting for it.
Sickening.
So it was really bad picks, like, and stuff that we weren't seeing. His other interception was out route to the field. Usually when you're throwing to the field, what you got to drive, set your feet and step
Whip
through
it.
the throw. You got to drive it.
Yeah, put some heat
His
on
footwork was horrible. When your feet are like to the side here,
Yep.
you're not really gonna be able to get that.
You have the right base on it.
Exactly. You're not gonna really be able to drive that ball. You're really just relying on your hips and your wrists to get that ball there, where you really need all that
oomph.
That's exactly.
Like the Dak Prescott drill. That's why he's doing that.
Exactly, to drive that ball on the outside shoulder, throwing to the field, because what can happen when you don't do it is the corner can undercut it and pick it off, and that's exactly what happened. So just 2 uncharacteristic and really bad interceptions for C.J. Stroud. Something you're not used to seeing. And on the flip side with Jared Goff, I mean, really had 4 interceptions, because I think 1 came at the end of the half when he was trying to get down there for Hail Mary.
Yeah.
But still, all 4, I say 3 of them were horrible. Jalen Petrie made a good play on the first one.
Yeah.
He just gets up, bats in the air. That's just a good
That's
play.
fair.
Yeah, that's just a good play. But other than that, horrible quarterback play from both sides.
It's got to feel great if you're Detroit winning a game with 5 interceptions.
I mean, that's what I was gonna get to also.
Yeah, it's got to feel good.
Like, I mean, being able to sneak this one out, you turn the ball over 5 times, and you win by 3. It's just team of destiny. Like, that's what it's got. That's what it's got. It's got to be feeling like they're like team of destiny. I mean, Gibbs had a great game on the ground. one thing they can always rely on, their run game. Their run game
They're
is gonna
Sonic and Knuckles.
their run game is gonna show up every time.
I agree. Definitely, like and it's such a nice like difference in the backs. Get the power back, the speed back,
Yeah,
and they're both very good at what they do.
exactly.
I think Houston's dead in the water.
Yeah,
I feel this is a tough one to come back from.
those are just two really
Your
bad
morale
losses.
must be shattered.
Yeah,
It's like opposite effects. Like you think the team who won despite the 5 interceptions feels good. How bad the team that lost when you pick them up 5 times feels. It's just like last week after they lose to the Jets, which is awful to begin with. Never should lose to the Jets.
I mean,
If you want to win anything, you don't lose to the Jets. They had a 2-hour meeting led by Stroud and Will Anderson.
just to come out
Yeah,
and do
clearly
this,
that works.
just to come out and do this.
It was so bad. Just despicable
The
football.
defense didn't even play bad. Think about it.
Defense
It was
played fine.
23-7 at halftime.
That's great against Detroit.
Yeah, and you forced 5 turnovers.
And their kicker barely made 2 field goals, but he did. But he did.
By the way, that game-winning field goal, that was a beauty. He snuck it in. Jake Bates snuck it in.
Yeah.
Like right up the left upright. Like, no room, no margin for error.
That would make it from 72.
Huh?
You see how high up on the goalpost it was?
Yeah,
It
dude.
would be good for like 70 yards. It was a bomb.
It was.
Yeah.
What was it, like a 50-yarder?
53, I think.
That's absurd. But, I mean, like you were saying, Harry, they gotta be feeling so down on themselves, man. I mean, they do. Their schedule is pretty favorable. Their next 3 should be wins. Play Cowboys. They go to Dallas Monday night. Tennessee at home, and then to Jacksonville, and then they play the Dolphins. So
I think they lose Dolphins, Chiefs, and Ravens. The season feels over. They'll get in winning their weak division, and then they'll get pummeled early.
yeah,
Yeah, I just feel like this is just deflating. And hopefully I'm wrong. I like Houston, but right now,
you don't think these 3 wins can get their morale back up?
I think it can, but like, what if they beat the Jaguars by 3?
Yeah, I feel like these have to be like 2-score.
Convincing wins.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah, I agree. I agree for sure. But I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens with Houston.
Yeah.
But they need to turn it around quick.
All right, let's stop the negativity. Get some positivity. Welcome back, Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Running back for the Niners. Everyone knows him. He's been commercials all season. We haven't seen him on the field until last week. Yeah, I thought he looked pretty sharp.
Yeah. I mean, I was saying, looking at fantasy from this week, I was like, damn, Christian McCaffrey had 16 fantasy points without a touchdown too. Like that's pretty.
Super solid.
That's hard to do. 13 carries, 39 yards, but he was also involved in the passing game. 6 grabs for 68 yards. Like, that's vintage Christian McCaffrey. And it's looking like the Niners did a good thing, the smart thing.
Nursing him.
And exactly.
Yeah.
And not allowing him to play. Because, I mean, usually when you have a game like this coming back, it's like kind of an indicator that you waited, like, longer. Which isn't a bad thing. You know,
Nope,
it's
not at
really
all.
smart. 49ers playing the long game. The division, no one's really running away with it.
Very tight knit group.
Exactly. And, I mean, I think they play Arizona again.
Yep.
So that would probably be for the division. I mean, that's going to be a big divisional game.
Huge game.
This is a big win for them.
Massive.
Really needed him.
Yeah.
But yeah, Christian McCaffrey coming back looks solid. By the way, quick little note: did you see Baker Mayfield's stiff arm on Joey Bosa
Nick Bosa.
or Nick Bosa?
Yeah, he's just working.
that was insane.
That's classic Baker. That whole drive was classic Baker.
That was beautiful.
Just screwing around.
That was
Just
beautiful.
get it done. And they lost, but I credit to Baker and the
He's
Bucs.
so gritty.
Great fight.
I love Baker Mayfield, man.
How can you not? One thing I want to say about McCaffrey is Brock Purdy threw a pass to him.
Yeah.
There's a wheel route coming out. Perfect. This is perfect play. Have you seen it? Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
We can
seen
look
it,
at it's
actually.
beautiful. He
Oh.
throws a Purdy, lobs up so high up in the air. Comes down, McCaffrey makes a good grab. Just that's what they're missing. You're not getting that from any other running back in the league, I don't think.
No,
But yeah, no, credit to Baker, credit to the Bucs.
Purdy played pretty well too.
Purdy played great, I thought. Big Juwan Jennings came through a bunch of timely
Yep.
catches.
They also got him back too.
Yeah. Oh, the pass he threw, Purdy to Kittle for the touchdown.
Yeah.
All-time dime.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You know, I realizing that Juwan Jennings came back, and Christian McCaffrey came back. I mean, Debo was still involved. I mean, he had a solid game too. He had 15 grabs or five
Woo!
five grabs for 62 yards.
Very solid.
And then he also got involved in the run game. Kittle was involved too. It's like all the Niners pivotal, and then Ricky Pearsall got his first NFL touchdown.
Ricky.
He also had 73 receiving yards.
Yeah, big touchdown.
So-
Yeah, he looked good.
All these guys getting involved. It seems like the Niners added another piece to their offense with with drafting Ricky Pearsall, and it seems like I don't know. Maybe the Niners can start hitting their stride. It seems like everyone's getting healthy. Everyone's back. Brock Purdy has done what people really have been looking forward to or questioning if he
Yeah.
could do. He's weathered the storm. I mean,
they're still in it.
they're still in
They
it.
got McCaffrey back, and they lose Ayuk for the year. That sucks. But they can withstand a loss like that. I don't think they could have withstood a McCaffrey loss in the playoffs.
No, I kind of think it kind of benefited Brock Purdy being without Christian McCaffrey and Debo's been in and out of the lineup. Kittle's been in and out of the lineup.
Ayuk's been out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Juwan Jennings because it made him have to not be able to.
Rely.
Yes,
100%.
and I feel like looking at the stat sheet, that's helped him. You know, he's
Yep.
learned because now you can play even more elite with those guys coming back. Because now you can be able to just throw it up sometimes and rely on them, but not rely on them all the time. If you get what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah, I feel like this Niners team should be looking up. Team morale should be going the opposite way,
Yeah. Heads up.
Yeah, heading up, and I don't know. They're still in the running for their division.
Yeah.
They could probably get a 3 seed.
I think the 1 seed's off limits with Detroit. I think
Yeah.
you're in agreement with
Yeah, I
that.
think whoever wins the East is gonna get the 2 seed.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Philly. Philly looks pretty strong.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Philly too. They got the experience also.
Say for him, though. That's a very good 3 seed.
That's what I'm saying.
Sucks if you're like the 6 seed.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good team, too. It's like Green Bay.
Well,
or
it
something.
sucks if you're if you're the 2 seed also.
Yeah, the next week you have to play them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. Them versus Philly going to be fun.
And then I think we're gonna get them versus Philly in Philly again, and then we're gonna get a rematch,
Lions in Detroit.
but in Detroit this time.
Lions put a little whooping on them.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I think because I don't, and they should have beat them in San Francisco, and then
Shit went wrong.
yeah, and then but like just being in Ford Field for NFC Championship game.
Place going to be rocking.
Come on now.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
It was
football.
rocking for a wild card game.
Yeah. It's going to be a great environment.
Ooh, I'm so hyped for these playoffs, man. So hyped for NFL playoffs to come around.
Well, I got a little playoff-like thing for you today.
What's up?
It's actually the fakest, most fugazi playoff thing ever. The NBA Cup's back. Formerly known as the in-season tournament. The reigning champs, the Lakers.
I don't like the name.
The NBA Cup. Sounds like soccer.
Could have just called it in-season
It's
tournament.
the IST. We all love the IST. I hate it. I always have. I always will. It takes my beloved Celtic parquet and butchers it. I don't know how you feel about that. I'm sure you love the MSG floor.
Yeah,
There's some legacy
love
to it.
Yeah,
And they just throw shit all over it.
yeah. I don't know. I don't like the courts at all. I think some of the courts last year looked pretty solid, but I think I understand what the NBA is trying to do. I like the idea of the in-season tournament. They're just trying to do too much.
I like the idea. I'm a Celtics fan. I love them. I want the Lakers to win every single NBA Cup. I think it'd be as long as they have LeBron James. I'd be wicked funny. At what point does him get to say he won the NBA Cup help his legacy? Like
I don't think it ever will.
it won't. But that's like they hang banners up for him at their stadium now at the Crypto.
They did.
Yeah, they have a little banner for it. Very sad, I think. And it's awesome because like a Disney. I like Anthony Davis, but he is a Disney.
Yeah.
Leave it to him to go off on the IST championship game last year. Score 40. Because he is. He's
dude.
LeMickey. He rises to the moments. Yeah, this year it's going on. Starts tonight, actually. I
Yeah.
think the best game of the bunch is actually Caleb's beloved Knicks playing the Sixers. Joel Embiid making his season debut.
You think that's gonna be the best game?
I think it's the best game. Maybe I got another idea, too.
What's
But-
up?
I think also the Mavericks Warriors is another really good game.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the best game. Sixers are without Tyrese Maxey. Joel Embiid's coming back, playing basketball. He's playing his first game a month into the NBA season.
Yeah, we'll see how long.
Almost to the exact date. Laughable. He can get his 30, but who else is gonna score? I don't really know because Tyrese Maxey's hurt. I think Paul George might be hurt too. Even if he's out there on the floor, I'm very confident in what Mikal Bridges can do and OG.
Yep.
Even then, they can really be. Thibodeau can play. They don't have to be on the floor at the same time because you can just switch off who's guarding Paul George.
Correct.
Keep them rested. Right now, the biggest problem with the Knicks is offensive chemistry. Really struggling, and then Embiid just might go for 40 tonight. Because the second problem with the Knicks is no interior defense.
Yeah, that man loves the interior.
Mitchell Robinson being hurt. Cat's not really a defender.
Cat will foul out in 20 minutes if he's guarding Embiid.
Stop! Don't say that.
He will.
Don't say that.
I'm not saying that was gonna you'll lose the game because of it, but Cat's a coward. He's a terrible defender and he does nothing around the rim. which I don't get it because he's a shooter, right?
He is.
Like Porzingis is a shooter. He'll get dirty in the paint.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, Cat. He's a cat. He's a
He is.
yeah.
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 I
You
know.
know what I'm saying?
get what you're implying.
Like,
He is a cat.
Yeah, he's the big purr.
Yeah.
And after all that, it's awful. Actually horrific. He's got man up to protect the paint.
I
don't care
I
if-
don't know how it's so hard. I don't know why it's hard for him. You're 7 foot 2 something.
Yeah, I respect people like Jared Allen.
Yeah.
Jared Allen, he'll get dunked. You will see the most mean-spirited, horrendous highlight of Jared Allen getting dunked on. But what they don't show you is he also averages like 3 blocks a game.
Yeah.
And those 3 blocks are very valuable. You got to put your pride aside, big pair. Get in there, man it up, hold down the paint. And Embiid's a different thing. I'm not saying you have to go shut down Joel Embiid.
No.
Only one man in the NBA knows how to do that. That's Al Horford. For some reason, I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah.
It's actually a weird thing. Look into it. But, yeah, I think Knicks should pretty easily win this game.
I think we should too. I
Yeah.
think the Knicks should easily handle this game. I'm not forget who else is in this in the East A group. I forget the groups. Do you know the groups?
I know the Celtics have an easy group, which is awesome. But it doesn't matter.
Do you guys always have? Is it the
We
same?
had a really
is it
easy
the
one
same
last
groups
year,
from?
too.
Do they change the
I
groups
think
every
they
year?
tried to change them. I can look it up. NBA.
Yeah, look that up real
Cup.
quick. But yeah, I think the Knicks should be able to handle this one convincingly too. I don't know how well the Sixers are going to look without Tyrese Maxey, Angelo Embiid playing his first game of the year. I don't really see it. I don't see them being able to keep up with us.
Your group's not that bad. You get the Sixers, the Magic, the Nets, and the Hornets.
Oh, well,
Celtics-
Magic are without Paulo. We low key have an easy one.
The Celtics have there's one good team. That's it. Play the Cavs, which they're good. Then we play the Bulls, Hawks, and Wizards. It's all suck.
You know, the Wizards actually are not as horrible of a team as you think.
Oh no, I saw them play the Celtics. They suck and they blow.
No, they're actually not that bad.
They're very bad.
I'm telling you, they're not that bad.
I've seen them
dude.
play. I watched
Dude,
it.
okay. Against the Celtics, of course they look bad.
That's what I'm talking about. The NBA Cup, though. I'm talking about our road to the Cup. If they can play their little league teams all they want, they can look okay. I'm not. We'll never be.
Okay, listen to this real quick. I was thinking about this. Okay, they got Alex Scar, however you say his last name,
Yeah.
7-footer from France. He's actually pretty decent. He's a pretty good defender. He can develop into a elite defender. They got one. And they got
Kulabe, I believe.
yeah,
France.
and then Bub Carrington.
Bob, yeah, he's all right.
He's pretty solid too. And then they're gonna be in the running for. They're gonna be in the lottery pick every. They're gonna be in the lottery for a top pick every year. Imagine they get.
So
Cooper,
yeah, they must be sick.
Imagine they get Cooper Flag.
I wouldn't want to get Cooper Flag.
I'm saying, imagine they get Cooper Flag with the young core they already have. Jordan Poole is still there. Corey Kisper's a pretty good shooter.
They can trade Kuzma for some assets.
Exactly. See, you see it.
Okay, but
You see it.
so you're saying if the ping pong balls fall right every year?
Not every year.
That's
just,
tough.
Just this year coming up.
I know.
I think if they can get flagged, they got something cooking. They got a solid core.
I've seen Sar. I don't think Sar's very good.
It's still early.
I know, but like I think a lot of his hype, no offense to him, is because he's from France, and we just saw what France did the year before Wemby, and people are 7-footer
Okay.
from France. We
He's-
need him.
He's just, Wemby.
Wemby.
Wemby is an outlier.
Of course, he's
generational.
he's probably the most outlier athlete in the history of sports.
Yeah.
But my thing is, you don't think him being as good as he is fueled by those like 4 lottery picks from France? Maybe not because they think they're finding another Wemby, but they're putting more eyes on these leagues.
Yeah.
And they're seeing the best player in these leagues, and the competition might not be that great.
Fair.
And obviously, you see Wemby, like, because competition doesn't matter. We've seen him go up in, like, international play,
Yeah.
dominate Chet a few years back, in a USA team that was really good. I believe USA still did beat him,
They did.
but it wasn't close. I mean, it was close. It wasn't a beatdown. I don't know. I'm not extremely moved by the Wizards. I'm not. Maybe in a few years, yeah. If they get Cooper Flag, we can start the conversation. And you know what? They lose all. They haven't been the same since John Wall left.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm a John Wall guy.
Oh, dude.
He was pretty sick.
Yeah, they were sick when he was there. Who do you think comes out of the East bracket? I think Celtics come out of the East bracket.
Like an EC.
Yeah, EC, Celtics,
I'll take the Celtics.
East
I'll take the
B,
Pacers.
Pacers.
Yeah, and I'll take the Knicks.
It's obviously gonna be Knicks. Or how does it go? East versus East, and then is it whoever wins the East and whoever wins the West, right?
I have no idea.
Because I feel like it was the Pacers Lakers last year in the
So they let 2 teams in outside of the group winners. So you'll have like the best like whatever it is. Like so, it'll be 8 teams in total.
Yeah.
So they'll play like that. You guys can't see. I should be pointing. That.
Yeah.
But basically, it's the best team from the East, and the Cup plays the best team from the West for the
Yeah.
championship. And there's the Pacers last year. The Pacers are a loser, hard-out team, so I'm sure they'll be trying really hard for that. I can't stand them.
Yeah.
It's not even Halliburton. I have no problem with him. It's the rest of the. Oh,
Really?
just like.
I've heard it the other way around. People have a problem with Halliburton, just not.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I specified that. Like, I don't think he's very good as a scorer.
Yeah.
I like him as a playmaker. But like, it was last year in the in-season tournament, which I don't really care about. But I began to care because every time they hit a shot against the Celtics, you would think they won the whole thing. And then when they were in the conference finals by some dumb luck, it was weird because every time they hit a shot, they'd go all nuts, and then the Celtics go on a 20-0 run. They're not saying much anymore, and they got swept. It's very sad, honestly. But yeah, NBA Cup transition to the West a little bit there.
Yeah, we can move on to the West.
NBA legend, I would say so. I think legend.
That's
That's
fair,
fair,
to
right?
say, yeah.
Klay Thompson spent his whole career in Golden State. First time stepping back out of the arena as a member of a different team with the Dallas Mavericks. Now, would you say that he is just ring hunting?
No, I don't think he's ring hunting. You would say he's ring hunting?
No, I just want to start a dialogue.
No, he's not ring hunting at all. I just think that he's someone who believes that he can be a pivotal player on a championship team.
Yeah.
I think that's where he went to. He was looking at what teams could I help out win. And I think he's landing on Dallas, and I think it's gonna work out. Honestly, Kyrie. By the way, quick little side note about Dallas. Kyrie had like 47 the other night, something like that.
43?
43, yeah. Insane. But Kyrie Irving doing Kyrie Irving things.
Yeah, no, efficient too. His big games are fun because they're always extremely efficient.
Yeah. But I think I don't think Clay's ring hunting at all. I think he just went to a team where he thinks he can help win and compete for a championship too, because he's not gonna go to a losing team. And I think the Mavs are still gonna be one of those top teams in the West.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Luka, you always got Luka. You got a chance to win a game. Kyrie, same thing. Those guys, either of them can take over at the end of the game.
I mean, you got the
Take over the whole game.
Exactly. You got this the talented bigs and Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively too.
Yeah,
They got good wing pieces. PJ Washington still there. PJ Washington Jr. still there. So I think Dallas still has a championship contending team.
yeah. Last year they obviously just weren't good enough, but maybe this year, if like, never mind. I was gonna say Porzingis gets hurt again, but he was hurt last year. It didn't really matter. But no, I think they're pretty good. And
Yeah.
Denver, I'm still terrified of Denver. I think Denver's the big dog in the West still.
Really?
I don't know what it was last year. Like I know they lost, but like as a Celtics fan, a big sigh of relief. I didn't want to play him. I don't like playing against Jokic. Jokic's playing unbelievable this year.
Yeah. What was that stat you dropped earlier? He's shooting what from three?
He's shooting 56% from three. I'm like 40 attempts throughout the year, which is pretty
Ridiculous.
nuts. Yeah, he's averaging like I think it's like 32, like 12 and 12.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. But back to the cup a little bit, NBA Cup, just for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mavs,
Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Curry versus Thompson.
Yeah.
It's gonna be emotional.
Yeah. Warriors actually putting out Captain Clay
Yeah.
hats from when he had
the
it on.
parade and
Yeah,
stuff.
parade. Yeah. Very definitely gonna be emotional. I don't. Who you got winning this game?
Dallas.
Yeah. That was pretty quick.
Dallas.
Yeah. I was gonna say I'm rocking with Dallas too. I feel like the Warriors have been pretty decent this year, but Dallas just has too much firepower.
I want Kyrie to step back three right, and that'll not work. Whoever they play now.
Chase Center.
They're chasing it right over Steph Curry. Just like
Do
the
it
good old days.
I
Just
think
like
this
the
could
good
be
old days.
I think this could be a wicked close game though.
I would expect Luka to have not as big as a game as you'd expect. I feel like Andrew Wiggins will play him well. He historically has. So that's something you look for Kyrie to win the game for you if you're on.
Or Clay maybe. Clay might be able to hit a
if
couple
he can
shots.
if he can have like a nice night shooting.
Just play his role.
Yeah, exactly. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Dallas, Luka's still gonna get his. I think Kyrie, like you said, is gonna have to really take over. And yeah.
I'm gonna turn the light on.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
We need to turn the light on. But yeah, I feel like Luka be able to get his, play his hardest. Maybe might be able to drop like 20, 25.
What?
Nah, Luka. I feel like Luka will be able to drop like smooth 25. Might have a triple double for Luka. Luka might be able to drop a triple double tonight. because he might be able to. He might be forced into passing a lot, and doing not necessarily doing all the scoring thing.
I like where your mind's at. I agree with that
Yeah.
take a lot.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, want to move to the youngins?
Yeah, we can move
Just
to
talking
Giants.
about the Wizards, who they want, but Cooper Flagg, he plays tonight.
Yeah.
Huge game against Duke. Not against Duke. He plays for Duke.
No, he plays for Duke.
Against Kentucky, 2 blue bloods.
Yeah.
2 historic teams. Tonight's game, we another chapter in this. I wouldn't call it a rivalry, but must
Blue
watch.
blood matchup.
Yeah, big game. Me and Kevin do a little fun. We're gonna draft our all-time teams from both these squads.
Sounds good.
Now, do you want to take how do you want to do this? You do Duke, I do Kentucky.
Sure.
Something like that?
Duke. Yeah, I'll do Duke.
All right. I'll start.
Yeah, go ahead.
The aforementioned Washington Wizard. My point guard I'm taking for the Kentucky Wildcats is John Wall.
John Wall.
Tough selection.
Yeah.
They're known for point guards.
Yeah.
They are. Like they're
Guards in general.
guards
Yeah.
mostly. And I'm sorry, Jamal Murray, people like that, but I'm taking John Wall. Have to. Right? That's not a bad pick. John Wall.
It's not a bad pick at all. I think my first pick is probably gonna be fairly obvious too.
Yep. We
point
just
guard.
talked about him.
Yeah, we were just talking about him.
Yep.
Kyrie Irving,
Obviously.
Duke Blue Devil.
Yep.
A dog in college.
No arguments. Well,
He was pretty much a dog.
he had 7 games,
Okay, fair.
but he was great in those 7 games.
He had a
He
good
was
rookie
great in
year
those
too.
7 games.
He had a good rookie year too.
Yeah, he did. Rookie of the year, I believe.
Yeah.
I remember cooking Brandon Knight.
I was just
Yep.
gonna say I was just gonna get to that Cook Brandon Knight in the Rising Star game. Yeah, I'm going Kyrie Irving with my 1.
My 2. And I'm not sure if he's technically a 2, but he can 100% play the 2. I'm taking SGA. Jay Gilgeous-Alexander, putting him at the 2 guard instead of him and John Wall as a backcourt.
Okay.
I think that's pretty damn good.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, my 2. I'm just trying to decide between Jay Williams.
Yep.
Or Seth Curry.
Okay.
Seth Curry was a dog. People, don't get at me. Calm down a little bit. Just search up Seth Curry's stats in college.
Well, like an Austin Rivers.
Or Austin Rivers, actually. That's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Austin Rivers, not Seth Curry. Austin Rivers was pretty.
He was a dog.
He was a dog at Duke. So that's who. I think we go J Will though. J Will was filthy.
He was gross.
Jay
Jay Williams
Jay
was
Will
really
filthy.
good.
So my 1 and 2 right now is Kyrie and J Will, even though they both kind of play point guard. But
Make it work.
yeah, we make it work. Kyrie can be a shooting guard sometimes.
Definitely.
He can play off the ball.
But it's Luka. He
Exactly.
can 100% do that.
Exactly.
The 3 for Kentucky is a little tough.
Yeah, who are you gonna go? Are you gonna go?
First name that came to mind is Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Yeah.
Not for what he did in the NBA, but he was the second pick. He was great at Kentucky, national champion. Another name that came pretty quick was Tyler Hero.
At the 3.
Yeah, I know. That's where I'm a little shaky on. A little shaky, especially our teams are playing against each other, I assume.
Oh yeah, we can do
Right.
it like that.
I mean, but we don't have to because I was saying, I don't know if I want to put him up against a 3 when I don't know who you have at 3, but it'd be a pretty, bigger player.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. So, let me think. Do you got anyone else for Kentucky you put at 3? I like those 2.
You could okay if you're going for size, you move like Randall up to 3, and then because you're gonna have a couple bigs to choose from.
Of course. Bigs, I'm not concerned. But
yeah.
you know what?
So you.
I'm going to go Hero at the 3.
Okay.
I'm going to get a shooter at there, like a solidified shooter. I'll take Tyler Hero at the 3.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go for size here then.
Yep.
Kind of leaning towards Tatum because of recency bias. But
Yeah.
I can also put Zion at the 3 maybe, or save him for the 4.
Yep.
R.J. Barrett.
Yep.
I feel like there's bigger names that I'm missing.
You got like a Grayson Allen, but that's more of a 2.
Yeah, it's more of a 2 guard.
Cam Reddish, as
Grant
we look at the
Hill.
jersey. Grant
Grant
Hill.
Hill. I might go Grant
I think
Hill.
you got to go Grant Hill.
I think I'm gonna go
Grant
Grant
Hill's
Hill.
tough.
'Cause I have him and Leitner as my wings. Or no, Leitner can play. I think I'm gonna go Grant Hill as my 3.
Grant Hill, you just did? That's
Grant
pretty
Hill
much.
at 3.
Grant Hill's
Yeah.
dope in college.
Yeah,
You're going to have some crazy people left off, which is nuts.
I know.
Not like that you're crazy for doing it.
But it's just
Yeah,
dude,
it's the way it
it's
is.
just, dude.
I feel like my 4 spot is probably the easiest pick in this whole thing.
Yeah.
It's Anthony Davis.
Dude, I thought you were gonna go Cat.
Really?
Cause
Cat isn't even sniffing my starting lineup.
Really? Oh,
Not a
yeah. Okay,
chance.
yeah.
I have
yeah,
Anthony
yeah.
Davis playing the 4.
Oh my God, you're gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pelicans all over
Yeah.
again back there. Oh, yeah. I got
That's
Anthony.
why I was like, oh, never mind.
I
not
think
Cat.
that's why I'm okay
That's a
with.
filthy bit. That's why you're okay with having him.
Yeah, because we'll make up for it with
yeah.
that.
No, because I mean, if you're thinking about it, Kyrie's a pretty talented finisher, so he can finish with the rim. But
AD. College Anthony Davis was different.
Yeah.
True freshman tonight. Well, not true freshman, but freshman. That's a football term. Taking his boys, natty. He had more blocks than every other team.
All right. So then, do I go Zion at my 4? I mean, he's a little undersized height wise, but physically,
I feel like
really-
that's your best bet.
I think I gotta go Zion at the 4 then.
I feel like an all-time Duke starting 5 without Zion would be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, although they should have lost to UCF
Yep.
in what was that, the Elite 8?
Yep.
Or Sweet 16.
Sweet 16, I think.
Sweet 16, I
yeah.
think. Because they ended up losing the Elite 8 to Cassius Winston.
Yep.
And,
Go State.
Michigan State.
Izzo.
Almost made me curse. But
Oh, you know what it is? It's January, February, Izzo.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah. IZZO.
No. No. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go with Zion on my 4. I feel like although he is kind of how tall is Zion?
6'6".
Yeah, it's a little undersized for a 4, but
He can get
he's
it
like
done.
260. So
I mean, he
fine.
scores like 25 in the NBA
Yeah,
anyways.
so he can get it done. I feel like him and AD back both in their prime. That would be That would be like a solid blacktop matchup, like in 2K.
Oh, I like where you're going with that.
yeah,
That would be fun.
That would be so fun.
Anthony Davis of Kentucky has a problem. I'm pretty excited to
Yeah.
bring him in.
Yeah, but all right, go ahead and say who's starting your 5. I
Easy
already know
5,
who it
Boogie
is.
Cousins.
DeMarcus Cousins, man.
You want to do a 6-man also?
Yeah, we can do 6
There's so many people who need more love.
man. Yeah, we can do 6 man.
Yeah, Boogie Cousins.
Yeah, Boogie.
Dominant force.
Even the NBA.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
Him and Anthony Davis,
They were solid. That
he
Pelicans
didn't tear his
team was-
Achilles.
Yeah.
They were good. They
That-
were super good.
Yeah, and dude, weren't they like a top 3 seed in the NBA at one time?
Yeah, they
With
were
them?
filthy.
Yeah,
And then he tore
and
his
even when he was
Achilles.
in Sacramento, when Sacramento was horrible.
It's just him, Boogie show. They'd be like twice a year he put like 55 plus.
Yeah,
Holy
dude, him and Anthony Davis. Oh, that's
Master was gross.
Twin Towers.
Wall,
Yeah.
SGA, and Hero's
Dude.
definitely the weak spot, but like he
But like,
fills what that team needs big time.
and then yeah, I was gonna say because you just got guys going straight to the rack every time, but then
Yeah.
Anthony Davis can still stretch out, shoot.
And SGA and Wall is a little bit of a weird fit,
Yeah,
but I'd say my 6-man will make a little more sense. We can make,
dude. I mean, I'm kind of interested to see where you go. You gonna go Jamal Murray at your 6?
I don't know. I have a lot
I
to
think
think
you have a
about.
lot of guards to choose. You have a lot of people to choose from in general.
Like I didn't even the name that didn't even cross my mind was like De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox is gross. No, I know who my 6-man is. We'll get to that later though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm deciding between. Do I go Jaleel Okafor?
He's great. Another national champion.
Yeah. Either him, Leitner. I can't leave Nate Leitner off the starting 5.
Another name, just a name. I'm not
But-
saying you have to consider Marvin Bagley.
Yeah, Bagley
great.
too. Oh, dude, yeah, he's a what?
Carlos Boozer even.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's so many names
No
to
way I
choose.
could
Of course.
leave Leitner off, dude. I'm thinking I'm gonna go Christian Leitner. I feel like I have to.
Biggest shot of his career against Kentucky.
Yeah, I feel like I have to.
You know the one where they
Yeah,
throw it. I
yeah.
think it's Grant Hill through the pass too.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
I feel like I have to.
In the spirit of this conversation, I agree.
Yeah.
In the spirit of competition, I don't think that'd be that fire. for him
No.
Going up against Boogie Cousins.
No, he would.
Or yeah.
He would-
But yeah, I think a Duke starting 5.
I think
with that Christian
Bagley.
Leitner.
I think Bagley would have to. I feel Bagley would probably be a better fit, but he's a little undersized.
Christian Leitner's on the dream team.
Yeah,
Pretty sick.
that is true.
Pretty sweet. My 6-man. So many names going by. De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Maxey, Jamal
Yeah.
Murray. Oh, Malik Monk.
Dude, he was fired.
He's
in
a
college.
bucket at
He was
Kentucky.
insane.
And he knows how to do the 6-man role.
Did him and De'Aaron Fox play together?
Yes,
Yeah.
they did.
So those Kentucky teams are just insane.
Bro,
bro.
there was a few stretch where it's just players. Like SGA. Another name. I
PJ
didn't-
Washington.
Yeah,
was there,
another
too.
name I didn't even think was Bam.
Yeah, Bam Adebayo.
I
went
mean,
there,
Bam
like,
is not starting in that front
No.
court, but like he would be the first big off the
So
bench.
many Kentucky, dude. There's so many Kentucky balls, bro. My 6-man. Swaying towards JT.
Mhm.
JT was nice. Could go one of those bigs,
Yeah.
but it's not really a 6-man role. You know, 6-man, I really think of like a guard.
And
or like
Naz
a
Reid,
wing.
6-man of the year.
Who else am I thinking of?
You need me to give you more names?
Cam Reddish, maybe.
Well, like a Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, I was gonna say Brandon Ingram. He was.
What about like a Shane Battier? Or JJ Redick? What about JJ Redick?
Dude, I could have JJ starting at my 2 instead of J. I should have went. Low key should have went J. Will, JJ, and maybe Zion. Dude, see, there's so much to like.
When
There's
you-
so
this
many
one's
ways.
tough.
Yeah, it's so hard. Because I want to put JJ in because JJ would be I feel like because JJ was in college he can beat you off the ball.
He's a killer.
Yeah, he can
I would do him as my 6th man.
I was leaning towards that way, but oh man, so tough. I can make 2 lineups.
Even 3.
Yeah.
3 very solid.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with JJ Redick because if JJ Redick in college can beat you off the dribble,
Yeah.
and that wasn't what he did in the NBA, but
Big game player also.
yeah, and he was probably their leading scorer
Oh yeah.
when he played.
100%.
I forget who else was on that team. Well, on JJ Redick teams at Duke.
If you would have an all hate Duke lineup, you'd have him at the point.
Yeah.
Him, Grayson Allen, Shane Battier, Leitner, and I don't know who else you'd have. You'd have remember Matthew Hurt, big white guy they had a few years ago. He wasn't even that good, but he just looked like a dick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go JJ Redick with my I'm with my 6th man.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to pull up his stats real quick.
The black and white photo wasn't that long
That's
ago.
not-
Pull the black and white photo.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, that is him. Yeah. 19.9 points a game
He's a shooter.
over his career. Come on now.
He must have been 4 years, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Scroll down. Just don't even click anything. Yeah, 4 years.
4 years. Yep.
Damn, his senior year was 26.8, I think it says, right?
That's insane.
Ooh.
26 points, 8 games. He averaged 15 as a freshman.
That's nice.
I mean,
What else is there to say?
exactly. Yep. JJ Redick is my 6th man. How do you think this work out? You think Kentucky's taking it home? If you did an all-time lineup of Duke versus Kentucky in 7-game series, who do you think's taking it home?
I feel like the bench of Duke is just too much. Like, if you were to
You really think so?
if you were to do
Think
everyone,
about all the guards you named. For
if you do
Kentucky.
everyone in their prime, like you don't get like some gangly college season team. You get like a beefed up, like ready to go.
Oh, okay. So you're saying everybody in their prime in the NBA?
yeah,
Or like just everybody
In
in their,
college, I think I don't know.
just everybody when they reach their prime.
It depends how we're doing this. If you do like a college one, I think Kentucky wins.
Yeah.
Because like
Jamal Murray, De'Aaron Fox. Like, you have
Anthony
so many-
Davis
you
is
have so many
probably a top
speed.
5 college player ever.
And then not only that, like just think about who you have coming
Manuel
off the
Quickly,
bench.
another guy too.
That's what I'm saying. Like you have so much speed and ball handling. Like there's so much to deal with. Like you guys get up down the court fast, quick, in a hurry.
You could run like a fast line, take Boogie out, put
Yeah.
Bam in. You still have 2 bigs, but
You're
everyone on that team
undersized,
can
but-
run.
Exactly.
You're not really undersized. Put AD
Bam
at the
is still
5,
6 Yeah.
and then like, oh,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
Like, you
team's nice.
might win in 6, maybe 5 games.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
It would be a good series.
It'd be fun to
Dude,
watch.
it'd be so fun to watch. Well, you know who does stand a chance though? I don't think UNC and Kansas stand a chance.
UNC, you go UNC. Who do you put the 1? You put
Like Page, maybe.
Kobe White, like something like that.
Maybe Kobe White.
You know who the 2 is?
Yeah,
The 3, what do you go? James Worthy,
probably.
or like Harrison Barnes, but Worthy at the 4, something like that. Harrison Barnes
Yeah.
isn't on the level.
What about a big? I don't know. What do you? Acot maybe.
Jesus. No, you put Psycho T. Tyler Hansbrough at the 5.
Oh yeah,
He was a dog.
Yeah, I forgot about Tyler Hansbrough.
He was nice.
Or Luke, you can go Luke May. You can go Luke May come off the bench.
Luke May. How about his damn brother, huh? How about his damn brother? That's a Kentucky killer. Yeah, a Kansas one. You get Embiid, you get Wiggins. You get Embiid, you get Wiggins. Oh, you can put what's his name? Like Frank Mason at the point.
Oh
guard.
yeah,
he was
Frank
tough.
Mason was nice. Yeah, Frank Mason was nice.
Yep.
At
Perry
Kansas.
Ellis at the 4.
Yeah.
You can build a nice Ochi Adebayo maybe at the 3. It's not on par with the
Yeah.
other teams,
Yeah,
but you can
that's
do a
what I'm
little something,
saying.
something. An LSU lineup would be great. Sorry, I think of the Tigers, but I was just thinking Shaq and Ben Simmons. You got 2 number 1 overall picks.
What? Oh, you
Got Cam Thomas.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cam Thomas.
You got Naz Reid.
He was not.
Skylar Mays, hell of a player. Javante Smart sucks, but like we
Yeah.
have to put him on the team. Tremont Waters, quality player back
Shaq
in
would
there.
just carry.
Yeah, Simmons could probably feed him.
I mean, yeah, and then
Cam Thomas, instant bucket.
Yeah. He's
Pete Maravich.
Yeah, but you know who he
Get
lost?
Pete Maravich out there.
Yo, you know who Cam Thomas lost to though in college in the Elite 8? You know who he lost to?
I feel like
1,
he was a COVID
2.
year.
You know what to do. Hail to the victor, valiant.
Did
Hail
he play
to
2
the.
years?
No, he played 1 year.
I thought he was the COVID year.
This one, no, it was the year after COVID. It's 2021, I think.
Was it?
I remember he was giving us buckets, and I was actually shaking in my boots because that's we had Franz, we had Mike Smith at point guard, Isaiah Livers was still there.
Is he Elite Eight?
Yeah,
Rip.
yeah. You guys made it far that year because of Cam Thomas.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but Michigan all-time starting five would be fine. Would be fire too.
Still like Jalen Rose, Juwan
Still
Howard.
just still half of the Fab Five.
Yeah, just bring the Fab Five. Basically.
Still half of the Fab Five. Maybe put in maybe Wagner.
Round of 32.
Oh, was it around 32?
Yeah.
I thought it was Elite 8. My bad.
Because the year they went far, it was like the Tremont Waters, Javante Smart, Naz Reid team.
Javante Smart. Dude, was it the round of 32?
Yeah, it was round of 32.
That was Elite 8.
Dave Thomas did have 30. He's
Exactly.
a bucket.
He's the bucket getter, dude. He had 40. The only game I've seen him play in person, he had 44.
Oof.
Just a bucket getter. True bucket getter.
Yeah, he was nice.
Tough
Still
buckets.
Was nice.
Yeah. In Brooklyn, though.
Hey, they get Cooper Flick. No, they're good now. They're way better than they should be. I think,
Yeah.
this year. But they'll fall off. Hey, you want to call the episode there?
Yeah, we can end it there.
All right.
Solid episode.
Any final thoughts?
Nah, man. Just continue to show your support. We appreciate it. We love you guys with all of our heart. We appreciate the continued support. Make sure to be on the lookout for this episode and more episodes in the future. Have a good night.
Have a great night, everyone. Thank you for tuning in.